In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a class function on Xero. So the first thing you'd want to do is to log into your Xero account and then head to the dashboard. Once you're there, just look for the accounting tab right here and then select advanced. Now from here, we're going to be looking for the tracking categories under the advanced settings. Now, essentially, class function is the same as tracking categories in Xero. There is no option in Xero which explicitly says class function. However, class function is basically the same thing as tracking categories. So what we'll be focusing on is this feature right here. So we're going to go ahead and click this. And then from here, we'll be able to add our own tracking category. Now, as you can see, we already have one, which is a region. Now that is the name of the category or the tracking category. And under that tracking category, we have these category options, which are east side, north, south, and west coast. We can also edit this further by adding another option. But since we've covered all the categories for this tracking category, we're gonna go ahead and add a new one. So let's try doing that. Now here, you're just going to put in the name of your tracking category. It can be anything you want to be tracked by. So for example, if you have multiple independent businesses and you wish to track that, maybe you can put in that as a title. And then under the category options will be the nature of each independent business. So for example, maybe you have an online store, a food stall, and um, maybe motor vehicle trading, something like that. If you wish to add more items, you can also do so. So in this case, let's try doing that. Maybe something like uh, foreign currency exchange. These are just examples. Once you're done filling in the category options, we're going to go ahead and click save. And this should be ready to function as a new tracking category for us. We can use it for our transactions, invoices, and we can also use them as a filter for when we're locating specific reports. Now, as you can see, we already have two tracking categories, and if we try to add a new one, Xero will tell us that a maximum of 4 categories in total, including no more than 2 active categories, can exist at any one time, and you cannot add a new tracking category until an existing one has been archived or deleted. So again, we can only have 2 existing tracking categories, and if you wish to delete one, you can do so by clicking on this gray X right beside the name of that tracking category. But for now, we're going to check how this looks like when we try to create, let's say, an invoice. So for example, we're going to try to do an invoice right now, or just show you how it looks like on an invoice. We're going to go ahead and look for this plus icon and then click on invoice. So again, our two tracking categories are region and the other one is independent businesses. So as you can see here, we can put in the contact, the issue date, due date, the usual stuff you put in an invoice. And on these fields, we can see that we have the region right here and the independent businesses right here. So it has already applied in our invoice. But again, these fields are purely optional. You can leave them blank. However, since you've put in tracking categories, They're very useful when you're categorizing the invoices, the transactions, so that they'll look clear in reports, and you'll be able to find them much easier. Now we're going to try to check how we can apply that when looking for reports. So we're not going to finish this sample invoice. We're just going to jump right into accounting and then click on reports. Now here, we're going to try to look for maybe a transaction report. So right here at the bottom, we have account transactions. We're going to go ahead and click that. And then since we're going to apply a filter using our tracking categories, we can do so right here on this filter. As you can see, the tracking categories come first in the list, and we have the independent businesses right here, which shows us the categories we just added a while ago. And of course, if we use this filter right now, there will be no result since it's a new tracking category and we haven't had any transactions that have applied these categories. But we're gonna try region since it has been existing. So maybe let's go with north. We're gonna try to apply a filter to see if we have any reports for this date range. We have none for this month, maybe this quarter. Okay, so as we can see, we have none for north. Let's try east side, south, and west coast. All right, so this only means that no transactions have been applied or have used this tracking category. Yep, we have no transactions for that tracking category. So again, if you saw our example a while ago when creating an invoice, if we've indicated the region, which is one of our tracking category, as well as the independent businesses, then those transactions or invoices will appear in the reports once we use them in our filter. And that's about it. That's how you set up a class function on Xero. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out.